Did a good job. I thought some of the slides, particularly toward the beginning, were more wordy. And you need to try to clean them up, cut back a little bit on the words on the slides. The safety slide where they listed a bunch of different things you were gonna do, and they had like 20 different things, they're all real small. I don't know how you need to clean that up, but somehow either have half the words over here and half them over here, or something, make it bigger so that you can actually read them. But like I said, some of the stuff is in the early slides in particular, it's written out way too much. Way more than it needs to be. In the safety discussion, you repeated several things numerous times, and one in particular that I did write down was like, there was the head person for 25 people. That you mentioned that several times. Practice that portion of the talk so that you mention it once and are very clear about it, and then you don't have to say it multiple times. It was weird, you did introduce the team right away, and then you wait till like the third slide to do it. I don't know how you can change that, but after seeing the other ones, you kind of expect that, and then you don't see it, and you're like, well, wait, who's on this group, and that kind of thing. And then the last question is on the pre-stress or post-tension. You mentioned it was post-tension? But it looked like the picture was a pre-stress slabs. I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing things, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So what are they? Are they pre-stress, post-tension? What kind of slabs are they?
Those are pre-tension, precast slabs. Now, and you need to bring this out in detail. In the building portion of it, you're going to take those pre-tension, precast slabs, stand them up, and then post-tension them in place.
So they're going to be pre-stressed and post-stressed?
Post-tension together, yes. Okay. So that detail needs to come out clearer. Okay.
And then the last question I have is, a lot of warehouses are built using tilt-up construction. Why did you decide not to do that and to do this instead?
For the time, if we were to do it a traditional manner, it would take way too long. It would overshoot the deadline of 150 days.
You think tilt wall would take too long?
Tilt wall is a precast wall that they tilt up. That's what they're doing. They just don't know the terminology.
So this is tilt up?
Not that slab, but this project was prepared to be a tilt up kind of system.
So the walls are tilt up walls?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But we never heard of the tilt up at all.
No.
Right. Yeah.
Somehow you need to go over that and make it.
Yeah. I didn't use that term, so they didn't. That's my fault.
Okay.
That's my fault.
Well, while you are looking here,
I'm done.
Just to complete building your. When you look at this slide, it doesn't say we are using precast concrete because of this. This is what you want to say. Because I look at number 2, use precast parts where feasible. I'm not sure you want to use where here.
Oh, yeah, the word. The second line.
You wanted to say where feasible.
Typo.
I mean, many students now write phonetically. They say where like this when they want to say where. So you want to watch for this because you want to be a high quality language. Like Dr. Cheney said, language is very important. So if you do too good to be true, TO, that's not good. That's students saying that. Professionally, we have TOO. You're following what I'm saying. The other thing is, what is precast driveway?
Use the precast panels to put down an initial driveway.
The driveway is on grade or the basement or something. You have a basement?
We do not have a basement.
So you are really putting the concrete on the grade?
Well, essentially, like the project is, we're assuming based on what we got, that the project is like in the middle of nowhere. That's how they set it up. They're like, this project has rough terrain, and so we have to pretty much set everything up. We have to pretty much make a driveway just to get to where we want to set the project. And so that's what we figured, we have a precast driveway, because you can't, pretty much we have nothing, like there's nothing. Imagine going like in the middle of a forest, essentially. And so, all right, we want to build here. And so we're figuring in order to get our trucks there, in order to get our equipment there, we have to lay some sort of driveway. We figured we'd lay a precast driveway there, just to even get started.
Is it only going to be temporary? Or?
Essentially, yes.
Okay, so it's a construction.
grout you put in between that you can run over, you can put a top coat on over the top of them. So it'll be an unfinished driveway, but then on the way out, you just put a top coat back over the
Or
pre-cast.
concrete.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, somebody will argue here and say it's middle of nowhere, but you have to go there by trucks.
Yeah.
So why don't you let cast in place concrete and put it, would be cheaper than anything
Yeah.
else?
Because we only have 150 days. You couldn't cast in place in 150 days.
Oh, you still have time to do this, okay. While you're here you have use. Any way to not use the same action word 3 times?
Probably too quick, too soon, too close to the competition to recommend this, but one thing that works very well for roadways that are very quick roadways that you have to get a load on very quickly is roller compacted concrete. I don't know if you've talked about that at all, but roller compacted concrete will work great for a driveway probably for this project. It may be too late to try to work that into the,
I mean, they can, because the only part is precast driveway, it's, maybe this would be the best.
well, but for the written project is what I'm saying, I don't know, there might be more detail. But a roller compacted concrete, you know, entrance way into the work site would work great, and would work great for a base that you wanted to, you know, put asphalt down over later for a drive into the warehouse, or to place a regular concrete on top of it would work fine too. Just a thought.
Would you please bring us this slide when you have a million things that you talk about? Yes, there are 2 tricks you do when you want to do this. One of them is you say, I know, I'm not expecting anybody to read this. So you disarm people. Because everyone will say, what is that? So you tell them, I'm not expecting anybody to read that. I'm just putting it for whatever. The other thing is you show it, and I'm expecting you to do this trick, you don't mention it in detail, but you started talking about it for 2 minutes. So obviously you wanted to single out at least 6 or 7 of these. So the way to do that, show this, and then take the first one and make one big slide for it, and talk for 2 seconds, and move on, so it will go fast. So this, the other thing I was wondering, you will have a meeting every day for safety for 20 minutes.
Yeah, every day for 15 to 20. It's not just about safety, it's kind of to inform everybody about what's going on for the day, the
So
jail.
this is a management meeting, not safety, because I got the impression when you presented that safety is very important, and one of the goals or one of the techniques, I'm not sure which slide, that we will do this and do this, and we will have 20 minutes per day for safety. So that's one slide, I'm not sure, maybe I missed reading it.
I think he's, I mean, I feel like he's almost like pretty much putting it like it's a tailgate talk, like just right before you start, like, hey, be sure to be safe. Also, like today we're trying to get this done.
But I think if you have 150 days, and 20 minutes is very valuable, and whatever you say for safety concrete, you know.
Yeah.
You go to an airplane and see the flight attendant saying the safety things. You say, you read, you look for it, you don't listen to it 10 times. So I'm not sure if it's good use of time.
Okay. That makes sense.
Will you show us, please, the plan where you showed the site plan where you showed the location? Yes. I would start with this before you talk about the trailer and start with this, because I didn't know, couldn't relate to what I'm talking about. When you show this, I know now the project, and whenever you talk about it, it makes sense. Question regarding the drawings, is this your project? You keep this drawing?
This is a blueprint that Dr. Kevich gave us from, I believe it's a Lithgow project that they had in northern New York. Outside of it, where our...
It was actually a project I got from Brinkman out of St. Louis for a warehouse project they had done. So they'll get a different set of drawings, but I got the blueprints from Brinkman Construction.
Oh, so they'll have a project that is
Right.
that is totally new from this.
Right,
Gotcha.
right. And they'll have between 7 o'clock and 11 o'clock to produce everything you see here now. But we
So
were
they'll have some drawings given to them, or?
at the day of. Yep. They have a pre-bid meeting at 7 a.m. and after that they're off to the races.
So this was all done ahead of time from somebody on the outside?
Right.
The other projects, the other plans.
The hope and intention is a lot of these animations as such will cross over, and so that we can be a little bit more efficient when we get there. Well, hopefully a lot more efficient.
Because the other one has stamps on it and real projects, so
Mhm.
somebody will, I'm not sure if the competition people will ask about that.
We wouldn't use.
You wouldn't use this. They would do they would do the site plan for the specific site.
The other thing about the location of the cranes, any wisdom of having them this side, maybe diagonally, you can have more, the other
Right.
side is very far there. So why don't you push one there and diagonally so these cranes will work?
Yeah, put them
Yeah,
cat
we
a
could do
corner.
that. I just figured for when they're
Yeah.
when they're laying it down initially, because it'd all be right there, so they'd start on that side. But yeah, they could put it there too.
Excellent. Now, safety first, but not in the presentation. Safety first is good logo or good slogan. But don't put it at the start of the presentation. Start with this, because people want to see what's your project. That's another thing. And then talk about safety, not because it's less important, but it will feed them.
Yeah. And that goes for everybody. I think you start with your project first, and then talk about quality and safety afterwards. They got to know your project, know your layout, know your site logistics. I think that's a good observation for each one of them.
At the end.
Schedule costs at the end, because you're talking about money at the end. You know, nobody wants to hear money until they hear your great ideas, and then they want to know how much it's going to cost me. Okay?
Can we borrow a pointer, laser pointer, because everybody tries to reach and say something.
Yeah, we need to get put that on your list that we need to get a laser